Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wants to adjust the pattern. White going to attack through the air. Got a man, it's McCoy. There he goes! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him, he's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's going for it all. Snags it inside the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Moving away from pressure. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. And likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to...
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Dropping back, it's Bailey. And the defense has set him up.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming with.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Quick strike complete. And he'll hold it and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Just enough there to get it to the 25 and pick up a 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Unloads quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain, no 1st down.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on 3rd down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Stanley. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. The offense changing the play. White wants to throw it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He's going to fire to the left. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warren.
Yeah, finding those guys in the out.
Into the secondary on the right. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Seminoles will hustle with the line. The give to the tailback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield, and created the negative play.
And the Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Steps away. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds a man on the left. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback,
and it's caught! Touchdown, Florida State!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Ohio is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Peden Stadium, but the Bobcats have struggled to really pull away. They're up by a field goal over Colorado. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good...
Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Gives it on the option. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Bailey. Makes the catch. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
3rd down, red zone play, crowd alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. White going to attack through the air. Finds the tight end. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. That one comes out hot down the right side. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
This quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Little. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Caught behind the line. It's Alchuk. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Gets it out quickly. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Little. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. Dead center perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Defense in press coverage. Gonna run it. It's Braswell. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
He breaks a tackle.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. Can't get him to the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Bailey. The sweet feet buy a little time, and he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Trying play action. Under fire. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away.
Well, the problem with the play action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after.
Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Love the coverage on the back end. The defenders staying right by the receiver, the intended target. And as a result, that ball's incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give to the back. Gets his way for more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Alchuk. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Little. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warwick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers. And I think of swag, Reese. Just guys that I know I can throw to the outside that had swag that could take it to the house and make big plays.
That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Anderson. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They go to the draw. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Love the work by the running back on that draw play. He sold like he was going to be pass blocking. At the last second, got the handoff, and right away put his foot in the ground to get upfield.
NC State with a 1st and 10 here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking left. He's got it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. Three yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. Makes the catch. It's Braswell. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one, and a 1st down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. They'll try to pound their way in. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. The play action fake. On the run, still looking. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision making.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, NC State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown, and that's exactly what happened.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Right back to the well. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
White wants to throw it. Looking down the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming into the season. He's delivered week in, week out. With that last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down.
Touchdown, no! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Trying to beat the D deep. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
They'll run it from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
The defense is going to need one more stop. This is the game right now. You just got one on that last run play, setting up fourth down. Do you bring pressure? What are we doing defensively here to make sure that we can get off the field and win this game?
Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Rodgers. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Makes the grab. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
A shot toward the end zone. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
With this situation in the game trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Play number 9 on this drive. To the air on 1st down. Rushes on him. That's caught. It's Anderson. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Brought down at the 17 as he brought it all the way back inside the 20 after the pick.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Let's see if both sides are content to just let this half run out. The offense takes a knee. Defense still has all 3 timeouts. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Guys,